First, I will tell you about the VSK, why it is required here at the Mizoram, and why it was started now in this year from January. Actually, since 2018, the VSK was approved by Government of India to establish all over the state. Okay, so in last 4 years, 99% of the state has implemented this VSK. Only Mizoram was the state which was left, which is lacking behind for installing this system, the VSK system. Actually, the VSK is the centralized monitoring system which is monitored at the national level with the agency by the NCRT in collaboration with Government of India and monitoring all the activity. There are six components they have launched: teacher attendance, student attendance, Diksha, Nishtha, PM Poshan, midday meal. There are so many systems which have been already launched and adopted by all of the state. So we are here lacking behind. If we rank our state among all 36 states, UTs and territories, we are the last. We are very lacking behind on digitization, except the UDICE Plus we are working on. Okay, and that UDICE Plus also is of national ministry software, non-ministry system. Okay, the Mizoram doesn't have any system of its own. Okay, that's why ministry has giving around instructing regularly since 2018 to get it implemented at the state level. Even if we compare with the northeastern state like Manipur, Nagaland, okay, we are still behind. They are front of us. They have also done the digitization like student attendance, teacher attendance, learning outcomes. Okay, that's why we have started here on 15th March 2024 by on Education Minister, your state minister has inaugurated the VSK. So we have just started, okay? But we will not now we will not be make a back at national level. If we see, we are sitting at the back seat. We always back. Now, as a team, we will be coming behind. We will come if we work like this only and sincerely within a 6 month or within a this year, within next year, and we will be in top 15 list. Okay, we will be leaving behind maximum of the state. Okay, not be the top, but maximum of the day. We will be listing on the 15. Okay, we will be feeling very shameful when we attend national workshop and representing our state as a digitization because we don't have any digitization. Now we have started. So in coming month, coming days, we will working as a team. Okay. So the first system have, as you know, that we have already started last month. We have launched the SMS system. Okay, and then we have in which we are collecting our teacher data. Now at least we know in a digitization mode that which are those teachers which are working in our school. Now we are collecting our student data so that we must know at all level that which are the students are still working on these classes and learning on these classes. After that, by the end of this month, we will be launching the student attendance system where each and every teacher will mark the attendance of the student. By the end of September, we will be launching the teacher attendance system so that every teacher will marking their attendance online, real time on the VSK. These are, and after that, we will be launching the student assessment, teacher needs, capacity building needs, so many teacher school gaps, what they require in their school. So many things we will be launching in the coming months. Okay. So now we start on TMS. I am just sharing my screen. Please, if you have any question, you just write it down. After finishing my presentation, just listen as a student. Okay. After my session is finished, I will give you a time to ask any question. If after my presentation, if any doubts is remaining, then you can ask the question. Okay. So I'm just showing my screen, sharing my screen. Okay. So I hope you all are able to see my screen where I am displaying the dashboard of VSK. Are you able to see this screen? Can anybody answer? Are you able to see this screen?
Not yet, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir, or yes, sir?
No, I can see it.
Okay, okay. So please keep silence. Okay. So now we are starting. See, once any but the system has launched, every teacher want to know how to join this group, a Telegram group. Okay, so first of all, what you are doing is in just open the Play Store in your mobile, type the Telegram in your Play Store and download that software first. This is the first step you have to do. Okay, once it was download, keeps leave it as it is. The second question is how to log in the TMS. So TMS can be logged in using the teacher code given by the state. There are two type of teacher code in this system. One is national teacher code. The national teacher code is assigned by the UDICE plus. If any teacher, if there is a new teacher doesn't have a national teacher code, can added in the UDICE plus first, get the national teacher code. Okay, so national teacher code doesn't work here on the TMS. It's just for knowing him that this is the national teacher code. Okay, what is teacher code state? Teacher code state is assigned by the state government of Mizoram. Okay, a Samak Shiksha project by the Samak Shiksha project. So first of all, you must know where you can get the teacher code. Okay, your teacher code so that you may log into TMS. So first, getting the teacher code, you just click on SMS. Your school users who's looking after this school management system, you can log in into it. Okay, then click the school login. Okay, first of all, you to see whether what is your status before getting the teacher code state. So how you will see the status? You are going to master data correction, teachers, present status. If you click on present status, your position must be working. It is mandatory to have a teacher code, to know the teacher code. Your status must be working. Okay? Your status must be working. After putting your status as a working, you will go to reports teacher list. Okay? So this is your teacher list. So there are two type of code that I have explained you. First is state and another is national. So this is your teacher code. Okay? State. Now using this, we are logging into your TMS. Okay, so I'm taking this one. Okay, I'm just logging it out now. This part is over. So I'm logging it out. Now I'm logging in with on TMS by using the teacher code as a username and password. Okay, I'm signing in. Once it was signed in, it will ask you the default. You want to change your password, you have to change your password. If you are a first time user, you would be changing the password. So I'm just changing the password. I'm just putting it same. Okay. Now what is select class? Suppose if you are a class teacher of one class or class teacher of multiple class, just select only one class where the students are more. Just select it. Okay. If you are not a class teacher of any class, then click NA. Okay. Or and the for section just leave as it is and just say change password. Okay. Once the change password come, this dashboard will appear. Your name also appear here and the details. Okay. So first of all, what you will do is you will log out from here. Just log out. Okay. Log out and come here. And then again you will be logging into TMS, signing in. Again this dashboard appear. Now you know that I have told you download the Telegram. So what you will be doing is after registration, you would be opening TMS in your mobile. Okay, and then click this link which is scrolling. Click it. I have clicked it. Just see, it will take to you to join the group of Telegram. You just click on join group and you will join the helpline group of Telegram or for the TMS for the teachers. So now the second question is how if I want to change the password again or I want to change my some name. Okay, so I will go here and click on change password. If you want to change the password again, you just go to change password. Okay, then this window will appear. Then you just enter your current password, new password, and confirm the same password. Confirm new password. You can change your password again if you want to do that. Okay, so using this option change password, you can change your password again. Now you want to change your personal details. Okay, so there is two options. One is under SMS, you can change your teacher details, but few details if you want to change, you can change it using TMS also. So once you click the profile option here, these are the four description which you can change just clicking the edit profile. Okay, so I'm just putting dot here. Okay, and just changing only the name, or you can change the phone number, email ID, date of birth. Okay, if you submit it, just see dot head came here. So this is how if you want to change your some details, these are the four details if you need to change, you can change using the profile option. Okay, this is the second option of the TMS. Now, if you need any help, okay, so if you click here, I told you to subscribe the channel also, save that link also. Every time I'm saying that, you just click on help. You can see the list of all the videos which we are posting it for your help. How to register the teachers, how to correct the student detail, how to use the Dropbox facility, how to transfer the student from another school, how to recover the passport for TMS, adding a student. These are the videos which give you a help to operate the TMS. Okay? When you pressing it, the dashboard will go on. You just click the back button. Then again you will come here. So this is how you can change your description details you can change your password, and you can watch the video. And this is the logout. Be in practice to log out after doing your work. Okay? So this is the description explain. I know that you have I this is my hope that you have understood these how to operate these. Now the another option is the student. See, the same thing we will be launching here for teacher also, and so many options are coming in coming month. Okay, so I'm just explaining you a student. So first of all, now teachers has registered. Now the third point is how teacher will see his student. Which are the students have been admitted in the school? Which are those students which are existing? Where is the existing list gone? Okay, so any student which were missing in your just suppose there is one student in class 5, if you find that student, then it will be available in class 6. Okay, so which are those students which are studying in your school? The full list. To find out the full list, you go to the student list. Okay, this is the students which are studying in your school. This is the only student list which is available in your school. Okay, so you see there are is now first of all that what teacher will do? Teacher will first modify this existing data first. Okay, we'll work on this student list first. So how he will download this list? Just click this Excel. If I click this Excel sign and if I download it, okay, and open it by clicking this, I press yes. Then just see the list is downloaded in the Excel. First, correct this data. This is the first task to be done by the teacher of his class, or in a single teacher, or a teacher can also correct for all the class also. Okay. The focus is to correct the data first. Okay. So this is the student list. Once it was done, once it was done, then if there is a correction needed, you have to go for data correction. The data correction is the center point where all the correction to be done. If I see for class 2, these are the students. Okay. So the white column, if you see the white column details, you can modify it. Suppose if I modify the student name, I just putting dot here, and Hasima, I'm just putting dot here, and for this mother name, I'm just putting dot. I'm not doing the big changes because it's a live data, na? So I'm not doing the live big changes. If you want to change the mobile number, you can change. If you want to change the class, suppose I change this class, suppose this student is failed. Okay, the Hasima, who is the Hasima father, his student is failed. I have set class 1. Okay, and then section is because there is no section in government schools. I will put as section A only, and I am clicking as enrolled. So this student is enrolled in a school in class 1. So I'm just updating it. Okay, data updated successfully. Now, if I see the list again, this student has goes to class 1 and just see the name, mother name also modified dot dot dot. Okay, so this I have corrected a one student. Now I have to bring it back. I have done wrongly. So again, I will go to student correction because now I will choose class 1 because I have transferred it here. Just see this student is transferred to class 1. So again, I am making it back to class 2 and making status pending. Okay. If I do pending, then again, if I generate the report, the Hasima, the Hasima will come again. come to class 2 and as a status pending. So this is how, if you have done the something wrong, this is the center point, the data correction you can do changes. Now there is some student, there is a student in class 2, okay, of section A, he has taken the TC, or this is the wrong entry, or he is the log absentees. Log absentees means he has not coming from last 20 days, 25 days. Just say long absentees. Okay? Because we don't know whether there is students coming again or not. It might be possible he has gone out from his school and joined the other school. So you have to correct your data only. You just put it as a long absentees. The option which is enrolled and pending, if you choose any of these options, wrong entry, taken TC, then all those students which was marked other than enrolled and pending, it will go to Dropbox. So if you want to remove your children from your class, by changing the class, or if you have moved out from your school, you just select the status, any status, whether he has taken the TC or if he is log absentees. Okay, so I am just saving it as a long absentees Hasima, Father Hasima. Okay, I am just saving it. And if you again see the list, student list, if I again see the student list, just see Hasima has gone. Okay, but I have done wrongly. It's suppose after 1 month again he came back. Okay, that student has came back. Then again I will go for now. If you have marked that log absentees, now I have to get back that student. Go to Dropbox. Okay, and I know if you know the pen of that student, you just write directly the pen. If you don't know the pen, then you must know from which district and he is a log absentee, just filter it. Just see Hasima came here. Okay? And if you want to use only the pen, if you are using the pen, suppose if I again go to Dropbox and I know the pen, I have paged the pen and filter. Just see student has came here. So then I will say pending or I will say enrolled because I want to take this student to this school. The student will transfer to school this. When I save it, student transfer successfully. And if I see again the list, if I see again the list, student list, Hasima is here. Okay. So this is how we can get the student, any student from the Dropbox also. Okay. So if I have to change because I have changed the setting to enroll. Let me, because I am giving the example, so let me make the situation same. Just see. If anything marked as enrolled, it turns to green. Green means students is active. Okay, so I am making it pending because the school must modify its data. Okay, so I am again check the list whether it is pending or not. Yes, Hasima is now pending. So this is how you would be using the student data correction and the Dropbox. Any student required by you. Now I'm just telling you a scenario. First of all, you would be correcting your data by watching the student list, correcting your existing data school list. Some students has gone out, mark at the status, the change their status. Some students only this option will use the student correction. Just first of all, correct your existing data, existing student data first. Now there is three scenario for the students. After modifying the existing data, there is three scenario. First is any students come to your school and taken the admission. Okay. and and he is taking the admission. He has a details like there his in TC the school code is written, UDA's code is written, and his pen is written. Okay. So what you will do, there is one situation where all the details are available for the students. Okay, like pen ID, like his from where he has taken transfer from your school, transfer to your school, all the details you might be having. The second scenario is you are not having anything of the student. Okay, so how you will be tackling these students? Okay, so first of all, I will tell you how to add those students which has taken TC and coming from another school and taking admission to your school. So there is a two option. One is if you know the details, okay, then you just go directly to the transfer from other. First of all, you check the Dropbox on the Dropbox. First of all, see in Dropbox only those students will appear who has marked as by the school as wrong entry, taken TC, long absentees. If they have marked and you know from where the student has came that district, okay, and the know what type of status he was having. Okay, if you click it, just see all taken TC. It's a long list. Just see how many students, 648 students. So it's not easy to find the 648 students from here. Okay, so it is whether suppose this is Agahut Chakma, or you can say this is one student Lucky Chakma. Okay, just copy this, or it means you are knowing the pen ID. Okay, suppose you know the pen ID of Lucky Chakma. You just directly go to the Dropbox. If a student has marked as a pen, as a taken TC or wrong entry, just paste it here. If I come again, suppose I come in again under that student Dropbox, and I know the pen ID of the student. Okay, I just filter it. Just see, Lucy Chakama is here. And simply what I will do, I will just say enroll in my school. I will not change anything here. I know it might be possible that he is now in class 7. Don't change it here in the Dropbox. It will not change. Just say enroll in my school. Okay. Lucy Chakma has came in class 6. Okay. I again go to data correction. Select the class 6, filter it. Here, Lucy Chakma is here. Now, if you want to change the class, you can change it. I make it 7. Or he has failed, he has taken the admission plus 5. Okay, so this is how, just save it. Now he's in class 5. Okay, I've just saved it. And again, I will go to class 5. Okay, and filter it. Just see Lucy Chakma is here. And if I see the student list, then you can see that Lucy Chakma is here. Okay, so this is how you would be getting the student from the Dropbox. Okay, so I'm just putting it in class 6 first because I have to make it back now because I'm modifying the other school data now. So I'm putting it class 6 and making as pending or making as taken TC or I'm making as pending. Okay, what is found in Dropbox. So I think taking TC. Okay. So again is if I see again the student list that class 5 has gone. Okay. So this is how you would be getting the data, the student, if you knowing the details of the students. Okay. This is the this is if suppose that third scenario is You don't know anything about a student. No pen ID, no school, nothing. Then the option is, and suppose it is not available in the Dropbox also. The students you are not able to find in Dropbox. So what you will do, you just use the student search. But you know, if you don't know the district from where he has came, if you don't know the class last he was studied, just enter his name. Okay? Or just write Chakma. Okay? And just search it. So you see, all over the district, there are so many students came here. If I come down, okay, there are 18,000 result. It is not easy to find out here. So what I will do again, I filter. I know he has taken to coming and taking admission in my school on class 5. So it might be possible he is studying in class 4. Then again I search it. Okay. So only class 4 student will come here. And if you know from which district he was, suppose he is from Sarchip, okay, and might be studying class 4 there, you can search it. Oh, it's not searching, he's not studying class 4. So I'm just selecting class 8. Okay, just an example, you have to minimize the filter. Just see, only some students are there. If you found it, that student, just copy his pen ID. Okay, just copy his pen ID, close this, go to transfer from other school, just enter the pen ID because I found the pen ID using student search. I am filtering it. Just see, the Bidarsan Chakma has come to search. Okay, so if I do enrollment, if I again do enrollment, then this student will come to your school. Okay, after coming to your school, after coming to your school, again you will go to where data correction. Okay, and then you can again do the same thing. Okay, again you are modifying it. So you know that this is the data correction is a center point to do the changes. Make it active, working, transfer, taken TC, log absentees, everything is done under the data correction. Okay? If you are knowing the detail, then you can use student Dropbox. If you know the student pen ID, if you know the from which district he has came, you can use student Dropbox or even from transfer from other school also. There is no need to go to the student search. Okay? So if you know only the pen ID, if you only know the details from which district he has came from, and if you know the UDI score, just enter the UDI score, filter it, that student will appear here. Or you know the only pen ID, then enter the pen ID, the student will come here and take to your list. Okay, and after taking the list, you cannot modify the class here using this transfer the student and the drop box. After taking in your list, just go to data correction and do the changes what you require. You want to change the class, you want to modify his mobile number, you want to change his father name, even his name. Don't change the name of the new student, replace with it. No, you don't do that. Please don't use, please don't replace the name of existing student with the new one because the PAN ID is very unique ID. Okay, it's a national ID which is allotted to that student. Just make it wrong entry. Just make it transfer taken. Just a taken TC. Just mark it. Just put it in a Dropbox. Don't modify the name and replace with another other student name. This is wrong. Okay? So if you know the information about, if you know from which district he has came from, and you are knowing the pen ID or not knowing the pen ID, if you know the details of the school code from that which from the student where it came from, just use the Dropbox. If it is the student is not available in the Dropbox, then use transfer from other school. If you know all the information regarding from which district and from which school, if you know the UDI code of the school from which he has came, use transfer from other school option. And if you don't know anything except name, use the student search. Okay, if you use the student search, get the pen ID and go to transfer from other school or first search in the Dropbox. Okay, so using the Dropbox and transfer from other school, you can find the student details. You can take that student in your list in your school. Okay, if there is not availability neither in the Dropbox, neither in the transfer from other school, okay, consult it with me in a group. You are not able to find or some school will help you in the using search, okay. Then if you are very 100%, 200% sure, no, sir, this student is not here, then you must add that student. Okay. So adding the student pen. And if you know the student pen, you just enter it here. And if you don't know the pen, because pen is very much important, it's a national ID. If there is one student come to your school and you have not found, it is not available in entire state, just first add it in UDICE Plus, get the pen ID, enter it here. This is the mandatory task. Suppose at anyhow you want to add it here, just add it and just leave this student pen blank. Okay, enter the student name, his date of birth. I am just adding it one student in KG1. See, if there are two KG, KG1, KG2, and class 1, then use KG1 as PP2. If there are three class before class 1, then use PP1, PP2, PP3. So I'm adding one student in PP1 or PP2. Okay. Section. Let I enter the father name, mother name, address. Okay. If I know the pin code of your area, then enter it. If you know the mobile number of a student or parents, you can enter it. If you know the email ID, okay, you can enter it. Social category, school type, and is CWS in child? Yes or no? Just save it. Once you save it, okay. Once you save it, and again I go to student list, just see. I have given a temporary ID. The system has given the temporary student ID, but this is not, this is just a temporary, TMP, temporary. And but then if you got if you got this national ID, the student PAN, then you can modify this also. Not now. I have not given the provision to modify the student PAN, but in coming days, we would be providing this also. So just see, I have added this student, okay, and the new PAN ID is generated. So if you want to change his position, data correction. So data correction is the center point of all of these. If I click on data correction and if I say PP1 student, filter it, let me filter it. Oh, why it is not coming? Let me check. I think it's PP2. Yeah, it's PP2, not PP1. So see, just C has came here. So now you can change it here. Oh, you have done the wrong entry. He must be PP3. Okay, and he is enrolled. Okay, you have to write the mobile number. See, this issue is coming in most of the. So what you will do? Just see the space is here. You what will do? You will just remove the space. If you don't know the mobile number, just enter dummy entry. Okay, and save it. Data updated successfully. Okay, close it and then check student list. It will go to PP3 and it is now status is enrolled. Okay, so this is how you would be adding the student, or you have done the just dummy entry, or no, don't do the dummy entry. Okay, this is I'm only explaining it because I have to remove the student now. So what I will do is I will again go to data correction. Okay, and just filter it because a wrong entry and just see the green has come because I make it enroll. Now I'm making it as a wrong entry because I will remove it later. Okay, after this meeting I will remove this. Okay, and if I again see the list, student list, that person is gone. So this is how you would be using this TMS, how to add the student, how to find the student if you don't have any detail, or you know the details and how to use these options. Okay, so this is how you would be operating the TMS. Okay, I hope you all must have understood. So I am just removing this presentation.
I'm sorry, I'm asking the others. Do they have any questions as well? Zo na nei kanom chuan tu na zo thayang oh.
Okay, I have one question. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Regarding changing the student's name, changing or modifying. For example, if I put I just and we just have we have for example we have a student here in class 5 and I transferred it from that student's old school, and in her old school her name is written as Malsom Kimi, and when we admitted her in our school, her name is VL Malsongkimi. Okay, so once I transferred her to our school, can I modify or change her name, like adding VL in front of her name? Will that affect her pen number?
No, you can change his name as per your school list. Okay, it will not affect the PAN number. Okay, you can do that.
Okay,
A slight change can be done. That is not an issue. Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
understood. Thank you, sir.
Zo na dei dang kan la omem le. Ahman dan ve la khan chiang lo la in he hetla hi mi zo tong in soi thayam ti ve lang lai te po om chuan tu na po kan soi ngal thei ve kan ya.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Zo nei nei
Actually,
mi pu. Oh.
I have one question. Mm, my student last year he was admitted also in class 8, but he failed. He was failed, and again he is repeated in class 8. But in the UDAS it's showing in class 9. So how I'll get how I'll get the students in class 8? But I'm not finding in class 8 in any other classes. But it is showing that in class 9, which school she went. I don't know still now. I'm not finding the students.
So what you will do is you just first generate the student list. This is the first task. Use the student list. If it is not there, it might be possible that that student has taken somewhere admission also and some school has picked up your student from your school using transfer from other school facility. So you just search that student in the student search list by his name, by his pen ID. Okay, if it is
Okay.
found and if it is found and you know that that student is studying in your school and it was found in another school, you just question that student why you have taken the two admissions from your school also, because you in earlier in previous year he is in your school and now he is not there. You just find it out first from where. Okay, and if he says no sir, I have not taken any admission from anywhere, you just pick that student into your school and do the changes. Okay, so this is how you would be getting that student in your school. Okay, just try it.
Mar on china zo na zo tu kha tunge kha Sujit Kumar Chakma ti himi. Hello. Hello. Trong in them.
There is one thing more. That if any school has marked a student as enrolled, then that student will not be available in any, neither in Dropbox, neither in transfer from another school. Okay, it will not be available if any school has marked his student as enrolled. Okay, if they have marked as taken TCE, wrong entry, long absentees, and pending, then those students only is available in the Dropbox and transfer from another school option. Okay, understood? And there is one thing more. Suppose a previous person asking that that student was earlier there, it might be possible that that student has taken admission in another school and that school has marked as enrolled. And if you are adding it up in your school, it will say duplicate entry. Okay, it will, and if you enter the PAN ID of that student in your school, it will say duplicate entry. PAN already exists. And then what you will do is you just message us. Yes, sir, this is the student, PAN ID is there and it is not available. Then you just send me in a group, send to Gilbert. He will help you out to track that student. Okay, then we will take care of which school of the student is. Okay, do that. One person is asking that can we give the update all option to at present. See, we are working on it, but it is slightly not possible for us because suppose in there is one class there are 60 students, yeah 70 students. It will scroll down. Okay, so you just modify because see this is the first time we are doing. This is the starting phase. This is the starting phase of the implementation of the VSK. Okay, from the next year it is very easy. One or two students you have to change. Okay, just like UDIS Plus. As we are tracking these students for our state, okay, this is our state system. This is our government system. This is our own system. This is not a third party system. We and Gilbert are creating this system of our own. We are having own our project monitoring unit to handle it. You can say this is our baby. This is our family system. Okay, you just think of like that. So the first year will be a painful because this is the first task we have to do. Okay. From the next year, when the next session come, it will be easy. I will add it one class automatically, and thus then you have to just mark as the mark only those students which are failed. The work will be more easy. Okay. Any more question? So those who have understand, they can exit the meeting. Now my part is over. If Gilbert want to say something, he can do that.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to share my screen, but it keeps saying that I do not have. You're not allowed to share your screen, so I cannot do anything.
How should I share you? How can I do that?
I think you need to give me the option, sir, from the.
Okay, now try. Now try. Is it coming? Are you able to do that? Gilbert, are you able to do that? Okay, let me open.
Okay. There, it's working. Okay, it's working now, but I still cannot share my screen, sir.
Okay, nothing to worry. You have created this link. Okay, so just search it why it is not happening. Okay, from next meeting, then we can you can do that. Okay. So if there is no question, can we close this meeting?